We work so you can play.
Hello MiniWarGamers, MiniWarGamer Joel here for another Warmachine and Hordes League Bat Rep. I think we're on to about game 7 now, I believe. So that we're going to try to do at least a couple games today, games 7 and 8. And today we have...
Cam.
You guys have seen Cam before. He's back again for more action. Hopefully not too much punishment. Hopefully he's dishing more out this time. And we got...
Dustin.
All right, I think Dustin's been here at least one time before. I think
once before.
Long time ago. I think you played Dan or something, maybe. Yeah. So yeah, we got Dustin back. He's in the league. He's brought his Rulik today, I think, right? Awesome. All right, so we're gonna see some probably new models over there. You do have the Colossal, but you didn't bring it today, I think, right?
All the models, I just don't have a lot painted, so what I've got is the basics.
Okay, well, we'll like to see it. I don't think we've seen too much Rulik, so that'll be interesting to see. I believe it's all been painted by Cam, though. Am I correct?
That's right. Yeah.
All right, so you'll see some more stuff painted by Cam. And Cam today brought Cryx, I think, right?
Yeah.
All right, instead of the Mercs, so no Galleon this time. It is a gorgeous model, and it's been pretty interesting to watch. But we're gonna get some Cryx action today. So two Warmachine factions. We're gonna be playing again 50 points and Steamroller 2014 scenario. I believe it's scenario 10 outflank. It's I'll explain it when we show the board. But we already rolled for deployment. Cam is going to be deploying first, and we'll get to the action. All right. Here is Cam's 50 points of Cryx. So who's leading this army today, Cam?
Got pGoreshade.
All right, he's an interesting caster. You see him a lot at lower points, but I think he's underplayed. I think he's got some pretty neat abilities.
Yeah.
So is this the unit here that's going to be coming in on his feet?
Yeah, the guy without the shoulder, the guys without the shoulder pads.
Okay, that's the way we have him marked. So if you haven't seen pGoreshade before, his feat is to bring a min unit of Bane Thralls into play. So you can imagine why that's really powerful at low points, but it still has its uses even at 50 points. So we'll see that today. What else do you got here, Cam?
We got, of course, the Mechanitrolls with their girl, the Necrosurgeon, to keep them going.
And 3 little Stitch Trolls, very nice.
Don't leave home without the Bile Trolls.
Ooh, a max unit today. You want him to get there for some of those purges. Nice.
Pistol Wraith, of course.
Okay.
The smaller Jacks, Helldiver, and Defiler.
Right, for arcing some spells.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and of course, a full unit of Bane Thralls to go with Goreshade.
Nice, and they got their UA there with them. That gives them Tough and Dead Rise, right?
Of course, Mr. Handsome.
All right, Banelord Tartarus. You can't leave home without him if you're bringing any of the other Banes, so...
Even though Goreshade has no upkeeps, I brought the Combine along.
Okay.
They go good with Malice.
They've got a couple neat abilities, too. They can cast some spells. If they wreck a Jack, they have that
exactly.
Dark Machine, something like that.
Dark Industries.
Yeah, Dark Industries, that's it. And Malice, the character Jack. Dragging him in, and they wreck it. Very nice. All right, so that's Cam's 50 points of Cryx. Here is Dustin's 50 points of Rulik. So I had to ask him quite a bit. I haven't seen Rulik too much. I think they're really neat, but not a lot of people play them. So who is leading your army here today, Dustin?
Gorten.
All right, Gorten, and he has an interesting feat as well. His feat, I believe, you get to push models towards a board edge.
Yeah,
and then reduce their speed.
I choose 0 to 8. Choose a board edge. The models get pushed the distance I choose. They also suffer -3 speed, rat, and defense.
Wow, so very nice feat. And who else are you bringing in your army? Let's go. Let's see these Jacks back here. What are these two guys?
They're the Rothammer Rock Arms.
Okay.
I brought a pair of them.
Very nice. And you also got Thor Steinhammer there in the front?
Yeah, he'll be Jack Marshalling an Avalanche.
Okay, very cool. So he's got a shield, pretty high armor, and he's got a gun as well, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's range 15.
Okay. And what are these two guys back here?
Brun and Lug. They're minions. Yeah.
You can't go wrong with an armored bear. You know, you just can't go wrong with that. All right. And the unit here, what are these guys called?
They're the Ogren Assault Corps.
Okay. That's a max unit?
That's a max unit, yeah.
Okay. And the guys here in front?
The TAC. They're a very special unit for me. They're going to drop my clouds, throw some fireballs from those Cryx.
Very nice.
Take them out.
And your max unit here, what are these guys?
The Forge Guard.
Okay.
They're the staple unit of any Searforge army.
Got reach on them?
Yep.
Very
critical
nice.
Smite.
Fantastic. All right, so that is Dustin's 50 points of Rulik. here is our battlefield we have before us. A little bit of an autumn theme going on today. You can see those two big circles in the middle. We're playing outflank, as I said. So there's the 12-inch circles. They're in the center of the board, and the center of the circles is about 14 inches in from each edge. In this scenario, there's no kill box artifice. You can sit back as far as you want, but you probably don't want to be sitting on the back edge because you can get 2 points for controlling, for dominating one of those zones, and 1 point for controlling it. So we also did deployment. We got Cam going off first here. He deployed at 7 inches. Just a huge swarm of Cryx, and I believe he has his casters put right there in the middle with a little Deathbringer. Is that what her name is?
Deathwalker.
Deathwalker. Okay. That's his attachment. And here we got the Rulik on the other side. Now you might be wondering why are they so far up the board, but that's because they are brought in the Searforge contract. So that gives them an extra 4 inches of deployment up the board. And what was the other thing, Dustin, they get?
+1 field allowance for all non-character models.
Okay. And he's got his caster there in the center, just behind that wall. Not a bad idea. Get some cover nice and early. So we will get to Cam's turn 1. So Cam's going to allocate 1 focus to his Defiler on that side, and 1 to the Helldiver, and 1 to Malice. And Malice also has a soul that he starts the game with. That's what Cam's using to represent the soul. So that soul can be used kind of like normal focus to boost attacks or buy more attacks. Or it has another ability called Possession. Once he punches a Jack with his gauntlet, if he has a soul on him, he can spend that soul to take possession of that Jack, making a full advance with it and an extra attack. He gains more souls if a living model dies within 2 inches of him, like a lot of Cryx models that call soul ability. So if that happens, that'll be pretty nice, actually. Helldiver's going to spend that 1 focus to run up the board. Now he has a special ability that he can burrow into the ground. Does he do that at the start of the turn, Cam?
It's an action.
It's an action that he does? Okay, so he can burrow and it makes him kind of immune to attacks. So really you can get the Helldiver where you want him to go. Defiler's going to spend his focus to run up the board. Speed 7, pretty quick. Can run up to 14. Cam's going to get him just beside that wall. Tartarus is also going to run. We're probably going to see a lot of running this turn. The unit of Bane Thralls is going to run up and kind of deploy themselves all around Tartarus. Cam's got his Bane Thralls just a little bit spread out because Dustin did bring some AoEs today, and Cam doesn't want to get any of those landed on too many of his Banes. Bile Thralls are going next, and they're going to run up on top of this hill. So when they're up there, if they are being shot at, they'll get an extra 2 defense. Not too shabby. Although they are only 10, so that only brings them to 12. But still, it's better than 10.
Just troll stats.
The Cannon Thralls are going to run up the board. I believe they are speed 6.
Yep.
Alright, so they're running 12 inches. They're about Cryx's cheapest unit, but can be quite effective. They got those piston fists, and you can combine... they have 2 attacks, but you can combine them together to actually get to a pretty formidable POW. And the Necrosurgeon is going to follow up behind all those Mechanothralls, keep them together. As they die, she collects their parts and makes new ones in true Cryx fashion. Pistol Wraith, who's currently incorporeal, is going to be running up around this building, taking a wide flank. He wants to get to probably those Jacks to kind of shut him down with his Death Chill ability. Alice is going to use the 1 focus he has to run, but keeping on to that soul. Their Shadow Combine is going to follow up behind with a run. Just staying behind Malice, waiting for him to drag in a juicy target. Finally, Goreshade and his attachment there, the Deathwalker, are going to walk up. And is he going to cast any spells?
I don't think so.
Alright, so then he's going to camp on 4 focus. The board at the end of Cam's turn 1. Bunch of running like we normally see in Warmachine. He's come up just behind that wall, almost at the zones. So now we'll get to Dustin's turn 1. Gorten is going to allocate no focus to any of his Jacks. He's holding on to it. The Ogre and Assault Corps, they're going first, and they're going to advance forward. What's the speed on those guys, Dustin?
Speed 5.
Okay, so not too quick, they're Ogren, but they're probably going to take some AoE shots, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, and they're
All
actually,
right.
When you said they're slow, they're one of my faster units.
Oh, really? For Rulik, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, speed 5 is fast in some factions. I play a lot of Legion, so I'm used to really quick models. But,
Yeah.
all right.
So
this guy in the front here is going to take a shot at the bone chicken. It's going to come up just short, so we're going to get a deviation. We'll roll for that and show you where it lands. So we got 3 inches in the direction of 3, so it's going backwards, not going to catch anything. The one in the middle here is targeting the Bane Thrall standard bearer. So again, we're short, so we'll get a deviation. We got a deviation to direction 1 just a little bit, and we're actually connecting with these 2 Bane Thralls. So this is a blast damage roll, POW 6, their armor 15. We're gonna need 10s to kill here.
starting on the left one.
He's okay, and the right. Oh, I saw the 6 first, close. The guy on the far side here, he's gonna take a shot at this Bane Thrall in the front. We measured range, it's right there, we'll get a deviation. We got the deviation backwards away from doing any harm. This one here in the back is gonna take a shot through the gap at this bone chicken, and it's gonna deviate from this point. We rolled direction 5 again, and it's coming over here, hitting nothing. The last Ogryn is gonna take a shot at the Bane Thrall at the front. We'll get a deviation from that point right on the edge of the zone. Got a forward deviation this time, but only for an inch, so it's gonna land about there and do nothing. Steinhammer's going next, and he's going to use move forward a little bit, turn to face, well, it's turn to get that avalanche in his front arc, and he's going to use his drive ability, which is called Pronto. So he has to make a command check. If he passes this command check, the avalanche gets to make a full advance. We rolled it, he's command 9, so he passes. Good stuff. So that avalanche gets to make a full advance forward to there, and then Thor Steinhammer is going to use his special action to boost the damage rolls.
Yeah, it's called tune-up.
Tune-up?
I can choose to boost all my attack rolls or all my damage rolls, and I'm going to choose damage.
All right, good stuff. Avalanche is going to go now. He still gets to move because that was just a drive that got him up before. He's advancing forward the 4 inches, and he's going to take a shot, 15-inch range.
This guy right there.
And he wants to take out some of these nasty Bile Thralls. That one's definitely in range. Avalanche is Rat 5, but he can use his Thor can boost the roll 1 time during the turn, which Dustin has chosen to do. Against defense 12, and it's a hit.
Boom.
What's the POW on that, Dustin?
The POW is 14, and it is boosted due to the tune-up by Thor.
I think they're armor 13, so that one's automatically dead, but we'll check what's under the AoE.
So
this one here is gone. These 2 here are going to be taking blast damage rolls at POW 7. They're armor 13, we need 7s to kill, but all these rolls are boosted from that tune-up.
The one further in the back. He lives.
He is okay.
Wow.
And the one in front,
not
that
okay.
one's dead. So we got 1 off the table. Gorten's activating. He's going to move himself up to the wall there, and then he's going to actually cast Rock Wall, which allows him to place a wall within 5 inches of himself, Dustin?
It's actually in my control area, which is 10 inches.
Very, very good. Okay. So he's going to drop that. It costs...
cost only 2.
2? Not too bad.
I'm gonna just drop it here.
Not bad. Right in front of those Ogryn.
Yeah.
The green Rothammer Rock Arm is going to activate. I believe I'm saying that correctly, and he's going to move himself up next to Gorten by that wall. The blue Rothammer Rock Arm is going to activate, and he's going to do the same thing, moving up behind the wall. The attack unit is going to activate. 3 of them, they're moving up, and they're going to be dropping some smoke clouds for some concealment on their army. So there's the 3 smoke clouds. They have to be dropped within 1 inch of those tack guys, but they got a concealment on a few of their units there. Brun is going to activate, and Brun is the little dwarf that, not the big bear, the bear's lug. So Brun's activating.
He's going to cast 2 for Stronghold.
Okay,
what Stonehold, sorry.
What does Stonehold do,
It's
Dustin?
1 less damage die on when he's attacked, or when he's actually hit, I guess.
When he's hit?
Yeah, sorry. Enemy models roll 1 less die of attack damage when this model is hit.
Okay.
And any friendly model base to base with him cannot be knocked down.
Nice. Not too bad.
He's going to do a run, but not a full distance. He's just going to go the...
Well, if he casts a spell, he has to do either a charge or an advance, right?
Sorry, that's what I meant, charge.
Okay. So he's going to charge forward to get a little bit extra speed, charging at one of these mechanic thralls over here. Lug's activating next. He's going to force himself for 1.
He's going to rile for 1.
Oh, riling, okay.
And then he's gonna run.
Okay.
And he's got a speed of 5, so he can make it easily behind him again. Hugging him base to base.
Good stuff. So he benefits from that stone hold.
Also, they have an ability whenever they're base to base, I can transfer them without spending Fury.
Oh, very nice.
Yes.
Is that 1 time, or you can do that multiple times?
As many as long as the bear's got life.
Nice. The Forge Guard are going to go, and they are going to run. What's their speed, Dustin?
They're speed 4, so they're going to run for 8.
Okay, so not too fast, but they do have reach weapons, so when they do need to get into combat, that does help them out a little bit there.
And I'm going to try to keep them base to base, because then they get their defensive line.
Okay.
+2 armor, making them armor 18.
Very nice, and they're going to just put themselves in the edge of that zone. Here's our field after Dustin's turn 1. End of round 1, we're going to get into Cam's turn 2. We'll see if he can get into combat. There's still a bit of distance between them. He has a couple shots though there. He's got that Malice Drag and the Defiler, so we'll see what Cam can do. For allocation, Cam is giving 2 focused over to Malice, 1 up here on his Defiler.
That's it.
Well, Thralls are activating first, and they're going to take a run up the field, some of them staying on the hill to go to that amazing defense 12. And a few of them getting into that zone. We're going to be on Dustin's turn. That's when you can start scoring, so Cam's going to want to make sure he's got a few guys up in there to contest. Pistol Wraith is activating. He's still incorporeal, and he's going to run up into the zone. He's confirmed with Dustin that there's not too many magical weapons on this side, so he's taking his chances getting up into the front of stuff. Helldiver is going to walk himself over the wall, and then he's going to use his special action to burrow into the ground. And there's a little token there that Cam has to show he's burrowed. Defiler is going to go and advance forward, his speed 7. The Defiler is going to take his spray at this middle Ogren here, centered on his base. Right there, and we're actually catching just these 2 guys right here. He's Rat 5 against Defense 12. He misses with the first one. He does have the focus there. He was hoping to hit and then be able to boost the damage roll.
Boost that.
So he's going to boost the second hit roll to make sure it connects, which it does. These Ogren are arm 15. And what's the POW on that spray?
12er.
Alright, so dice -3 for 2 damage. So there is 2 damage to that model, and we also added a corrosion marker to him, because once he gets hit, he's corroded. Bane Thralls are going to activate, and they're going to run further up the field, spreading themselves out. Some in the zone, it looks like. Here's the final placement of all of Cam's Bane Thralls. Predators is activating next. He's going to move himself up behind that wall for a little bit of cover. Can Thralls are going to go. They're going to get a charge run order, and Cam's hoping that these front few here are going to be in range to charge. Is that 9 inches there? We'll have to get a little marker, but I think that's within range, the 1/2-inch melee range that it requires.
I think so.
That's it.
So 3 of them actually did manage to make it. We measured it out. They had to be at max melee range almost, but they did it. And the rest of them just chose to run up into the zone with the surfing leader in the center. Cam is choosing to do a combined melee attack, or not combined melee attack, but a combo strike. So he's, instead of taking 2 individual attacks at, what's the POW when they're individually?
11.
He combines it to go up to POW 14, because these guys are armor 18 right now. So he only gets 1 attack this way, but it's a little harder hitting, and we're going to start right over here. So they are defense 10 and armor 18. So Mat 5 on the Mechanic Thralls. Cam's going to need a 5 to hit here. He connects with that one, and I actually made a mistake. It's actually going to be in a combo strike. They are power and strength 15. So dice -3 on a charge. I think that's a dead guy over there. So that guy's off the table, and then we'll make an attack on the next one there. 5 to hit. He hits just, and it's going to be dice -3. Boom, dead. That one's off the table.
He's going to replace them because he was the leader.
All right, we're getting a promotion there, and then we're going to make the last attack here. 5 to hit, hits, and as long as he doesn't roll 3 1s here, we got another dead Forge Guard. Dead. That's 1 more off the table. Necrosurgeon is going to follow up. They're running up to get in between all those Mechanic Thralls, just in case Cam loses a few. pGoreshade and his little companion there are going to walk themselves up to the wall. pGoreshade is then going to use 3 focus to cast Shadowmancer, and that gives every model in his battle group, which is the Helldiver, the Defiler, and Malice back there, stealth as well as Death Shroud, and Death Shroud's what the Bane Thralls have. It's -2 armor to anything that's within 2 inches of them. We do know Deathwalker did walk up behind. She's technically a solo, can activate separately, but we're just we're treating it as if she walked up after he cast this spell. Alice is going to activate, and he's walking forward to the edge of that wall. Sitting on his 2 focus.
Yeah.
Finally, the Wither Shadow Combine are going to run themselves up to the wall.
Whoa.
And I think Admonia there is actually going to somersault her way. The table at the end of Cam's turn 2. So we're going to start Dustin's turn 2, and this is the turn where we can start scoring points possibly for these zones. However, Cam has done a pretty good job jamming those zones out with a lot of infantry, so Dustin has his work cut out for him to clear those up. Corrosion on one guy, we're going to roll 1 or a 2, it goes off, and it goes off. That wall goes away. That is actually an upkeepable wall, but Dustin has chosen not to do that. He's just going to camp all of his 5 focus, and Brun is going to reeve back to be at 3 fury, and he is going to upkeep this Stonehold spell on himself. Gorten is going to activate, speed 4. He's going to move himself up over the wall.
There.
Dustin is choosing to feat with Osram. Or no, sorry, it is awesome, but it's actually Gorten. It's not Osram. Sorry. We were just talking about Osram. And it's within 10 inches, so he's going to catch all the guys in the front here, including Malice, not the Wither Shadow. And it looks like, including this guy here. Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
So we got about half, just over half of those Bane Thrall units. And on this side, we're getting most of the Mechanic Thralls there. There's just a couple on the outside. So you want to explain that feat again, Dustin?
Yeah, so I can choose a table edge. I choose the number from 0 to 8. They suffer -3 speed, defense, and rat, and they also cannot receive orders.
Okay.
I'm going to choose, doesn't really matter, I'll choose this table edge, and I'm going to choose
His
0 inches.
Okay, so he's not pushing him anywhere.
I'm not going to push anybody anywhere.
He's really just looking for that nasty debuff, the minus of the speed, the rat, the mat.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, yeah, I'm going to try to shoot some stuff now.
All right. Gorten is going to use his double barrel gun to try and shoot this jack right here. Now because it's -3 defense, it's going to be a little easier to hit. I think that brings it down to defense 12. All right, so we'll get, he's combining those barrels because it's kind of like the combo strike from the Mechanic Thralls there.
Yeah.
It increases the power if he does 1 shot opposed to 2 smaller shots.
So I'm gonna boost to hit.
Still boosting to hit. He needs a 7 to hit here, and he hits. And what's the power when you combine that together?
Pow's going to be 16.
All right, POW 16 on the double barrel hand cannon there.
I think the 14.
Armor 14 of the jack, so dice +2. Boosting the damage roll as well. He's going to get a total...
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mention that.
Yeah, that's all right. Boosting the damage, 10 damage. And you want to roll for a column? Column 6. There's 10 damage on the Defiler. And then Gorten's going to spend 2 to cast Rock Wall again. And he's putting that just in front of himself. Not a bad idea. Green Rothammer Rock Arm is going to activate. Move up beside Gorten there behind that wall.
He's going to attempt to shoot the chicken as well within 5, so I negate the stealth.
Yep, because of that Shadowmancer, the Defiler is currently stealth, but we're within 5 inches still. And we'll...
Rat 5, I need a 7.
All right. 7 to hit. We get a hit. What's the POW on that guy's
The POW is 15.
gun?
Yes, it is.
POW 15, dice +1. So that's going to be 6 to column 4. Looks like 4 boxes left on that Defiler. Thor is going to go, move forward a little bit. He's not going to choose to drive the Avalanche this turn. Just use that tune-up to either boost attack or damage rolls. What are you choosing this turn?
I'm going to choose damage rolls.
Damage rolls again, okay. Avalanche is going to go next, within range 15. Yeah, I'd say he's definitely within range because he's just shooting this guy right here, not that far away.
I'm gonna stand.
He didn't move, so he gets the aiming bonus. He's at rat 7, trying to shoot defense 10 because that Biothrall's not on the hill, so he only needs a 3 to hit here.
I'm going to use my Jack Marshall pseudo focus to boost the attack roll.
Really? Needing a 3?
Why not? I can't use it for anything else.
That's true. All the damage rolls are boosted anyways.
So, sorry, that was definitely a hit.
Oh, definitely a hit. 9 times over a hit.
Alright.
So this one Biothrall here, there's no way he can survive that, but we'll see what else is in the AoE.
It's only AoE 3.
Alright, so it looks like we got 2 Bane Thralls in there. So these 2 Bane Thralls right here, they're going to take blast damage rolls, but this Biothrall is gone. These are POW 7 blast damage rolls, armor 15. We'll do the guy closer to the Avalanche first. We need an 8 to kill here. And he kills it.
Oh, tough roll.
We get a tough roll though, that's right. No tough on that one, so we'll do the one further back. POW 7, armor 15.
Oh, he lives.
Sorry, nine's to kill, but that last one was a kill anyways. I can do math. So the closer Bane Thrall is off the table. Ogren are going to activate Assault Core, and they are going to move into the zone a little bit. and then probably take some shots. So this Ogren here is going to be shooting this Bane Thrall. He's within 5 inches, so he ignores the stealth, so we're going to get a normal to hit roll. So because of the feat, that Bane Thrall is currently defense 9 at -3 defense. Rat 5 on the Ogren needs a 4 to hit. He hits. It's an AoE 3, POW 12, armor 15. He needs a 4 to force a tough check. Tough check, and he's toughed. So the one in the back here is going to take a shot through that gap at this Bile Thrall right here. We checked the range and it's good. Defense 10, because this guy is too far away from Gorten. So 5 to hit, we get a hit. And I believe it's POW 12 against armor 13. It has to kill. There's no other choice. No tough on those Bile Thralls either. Cam rolled it anyways for fun, but that Bile Thrall is gone. One right here is going to take a shot over at the Bile Thrall in the front. He's hoping probably that the AoE will clip that guy, but we'll see. It's going to be a 5 to hit. This one is not on the hill. It's a hit. So that Bile Thrall is automatically dead because of the POW, but it's going to be a blast damage 6. We did measure. It does hit the one behind. Blast damage 6 against armor 13. He needs a 8 to kill. Yeah. And he is all right. So that front one's off the table. Ogren here at the front is going to shoot the knocked down Bane Thrall. So it's going to be anything but snake eyes to miss here. So he connects. This is going to be dice -3. It should be dead. Tough check. No tough. That Bane Thrall is off the table. Last Ogren here is going to shoot this Bane Thrall within 5 inches, so he ignores the stealth. 7 to... Oh, sorry. This one's in the feet, so 4 to hit. He hits. And it's going to be dice -3. Tough check. No tough. Yes. One more Bane Thrall off the table. Back unit's going to activate, and they are advancing forward. A couple of them over the wall there. Now they have those clouds, but they also can throw some fireballs, I believe, right, Dustin? And is that your plan here?
Range 10, magic 7. They also, on a crit, will light everything on that gets on a direct hit on fire.
Okay.
And yeah, AoE 3, so...
So is he going to take a shot here at this Defiler?
Yeah, I'm going to try to clear it out of there.
Alright, you're definitely within the 5 inches, so you're going to ignore that stealth, so we'll see if you hit. Attack unit's magic ability 7. They're trying to hit the Defiler at defense 12 currently, so 5 to hit. He hits with the fireball. POW 13.
POW 13.
Dice -1. We need a 5 to kill, and he just does enough.
Yes.
So that Defiler's off the table, and it's replaced by, we're going to use that as a wreck marker. So the one behind the wall here is going to take a fireball shot at this Mechanic Thrall, range 10, so range is good. To defeat that Mechanic Thrall is defense 9, so magic ability 7. Anything but Snake Eyes hits, he connects.
Oh, it's a crit?
It's a crit. Probably won't matter anyways, because it's the POW 13 against armor, what on the Mechanic Thralls?
12.
Okay, so it's automatically dead. We're just going to see if there's anyone else in range. So there was no one else in range for the AoE blast damage. That Mechanic Thrall comes off the table and the Necrosurgeon collects a soul. More accurately, a corpse token. And then this last attack unit is going to actually target this Stitch Thrall right in the center here. So that Stitch Thrall is defense 11 under the feet, so we need a 4 to hit. It's a hit, and that's an automatically dead Stitch Thrall due to the damage. The blast damage is actually going to hit one other Stitch Thrall, the Necrosurgeon, and one Mechanic Thrall. They're all armor 12. The Necrosurgeon does have boxes, but we'll start with the one Scrap Thrall, sorry. It is armor 12. We need a 6 to kill. That's a dead Scrap Thrall. We'll roll on the Mechanic Thrall. 6 to kill on him as well. So he is okay. And on the Necrosurgeon, this is going to be dice -5. She has 5 boxes. No damage to the Necrosurgeon. Just 2 Scrap Thralls there, removed from the table. Blue Rot Hammer Rock Arm is going to activate, move forward. He's going to toe on the edge of the zone. Is he going to take a shot there, Dustin?
He's going to target, we'll just say, no, we want to take care of that nice surfboard there.
Alright, so he's heading for the leader of the Mechanic Thralls. He's Rat 5. The defense is 9 on this Mechanic Thrall because he's in the feet. So we get a hit.
POW 15.
So that's an automatically dead Mechanic Thrall. Don't even need to roll it. So it's going to be a POW 8 damage roll here on the Necrosurgeon. That's also under, it is an AoE, correct?
No, this is just a
okay.
shot.
Never mind, ignore that. Run is going to activate. He's moving forward, staying out of melee range of the Pistol Wraith.
And I'm going to shoot.
Pistol Wraith does have Gunfighter, so could technically engage him. And then Brun is going to take a shot, I guess, with his gun.
At the surfboard guy. Let's keep hunting him down.
Alright, still hunting after the surfboard leader. One is Rat 5, and that guy is still under the feet of Gorten, so defense 9, 4 to hit. He hits. And what's the POW of that gun?
POW is 12.
So that's automatically a dead mechanic thrall. You like to roll it anyways. Slug is gonna activate.
Just gonna advance.
Okay. So he's not staying base to base with Brun.
Nah, that's alright.
But he's gonna try and wreck that Mechanothrall's face. It's Mat 5 against defense 9 Mechanothrall. Needs a 4 to hit. He hits, and I'm pretty sure that's powerful enough. We'll roll it anyways. That's a dead Mechanothrall. This one's off the table. So we're up to 4 corpse tokens on the Necrosurgeon right now. Forge Guard are going last, and they're gonna get a run/charge order and try to find some angles to charge on all these Mechanothralls and that Necrosurgeon. So we got 1 charge here onto the Necrosurgeon, and this one also charged the Necrosurgeon. This guy just ran into place. This one managed to charge here. This one also ran. And the 2 here charged on this Mechanothrall but didn't move the 3 inches, so they won't get the boosted damage roll. So we're going to start with some damage rolls. We'll start back here on the Necrosurgeon. We'll start with this first guy here.
We'll start with this guy, actually.
You want to start with that guy first? Yeah, that makes sense, just in case you can make an attack here. So we'll start there first. We've got our Mat 7. The Necrosurgeon is currently defense 11. So that's a hit. Any critical effect on their weapon?
They have critical smite, but from the point of view, it's not going to matter, so I'm just going to let it go.
So you get boosted damage roll here. She is armor 12 with 5 boxes. She cannot sack pawn a melee attack.
And they're also weapon masters.
Oh, so they get 4 dice. What's the POW?
POW 11.
So it's going to be dice -1. And I think that's a dead Necrosurgeon. Not even a great roll, but it's enough. And she's gone. All those corpse tokens, no use. So next, I guess we'll make the attack then on Surfboard guy again. This won't be boosted damage roll because it's no longer the charged target, but he still gets his attack. So he's only defense 9, anything but Snake Eyes to hit here. And he has to die. He's only armor 12. He can't not die. Yeah. We're gonna make one of the attacks up top here. Not charge bonus for the damage roll, but we do. We still get. It's still a hit. Anything but Snake Eyes to hit. He hits.
Crit.
And
again, it won't affect anything, so I'm not.
So not gonna do the smite.
No, because it is it's May. It's not you have to.
Right. And they're. It's you said it's power and strength.
11.
So it has to die with 3 dice.
Yeah.
Okay. That's one's off the table, and we have 1 more over here. We only get 1 attack because remember those 2 ran, so we'll have 1 more attack roll there. Anything but Snake Eyes to hit, and it has to die. So that Mechanothrall is off the table. And luckily they're undead. Don't have to make a command check or anything, but we only got, I think, 3 left there and 1 scrap thrall. Here's the table after after Dustin's turn 2. He managed to do quite a bit of work, killing a lot of guys in the zone. Cam is still contesting both though, so no control points for either person. That feed is up and it's affecting a lot of Cam's stuff, but not everything, so we'll see what he can do in his turn 3. Helldiver came up. He was here within 3 inches, pops up right there. He is not affected by Gorten's feet, which is kind of nice. And Cam is just choosing, he's kind of separated his focus to determine what he wants to do with it, but he's not allocating any to his jacks. Mechanothralls are activating. This one here was out of command, so he's just moving to get back into command, but won't be able to make an attack this turn. And then these 2 here are going to make a couple attacks on the Forge Guard. Mechanothralls are Mat 5 against defense 10, 5 to hit. The first one connects. Cam is doing the combo strikes here, so this is a POW 15, dice -3. That's 1 dead. And we'll roll to see if he hits the other one. 5 to hit. He hits. Dice -3. 2 dead Forge Guard. So those 2 come up, and that leaves 1 there by himself, so now he's going to go down to armor 16. No more set defense for him. Diver's going to activate. He's advancing forward and burrowing just on that side of the wall.
Actually, just go over a bit there.
Alright. Bile Thralls are going to activate. They're moving up. They're speed 5. And we might be getting some purges here. We'll see. So that's the final placement, and the front Bile Thrall here is going to do a purge, so he gets to purge and hit everything 6 inches within his front arc. We've measured it out. He's turned himself, so he's basically facing this way. He's going to get these 3 Ogren, Thor here, and the Avalanche. This purge auto hits. Armor on the Ogren is 15. So it's going to be dice -3. Big roll on the first roll there on that one on the far left. He's taking 7 damage. So you want to roll for the next one then? This is the one to the left, dice -3. He's going to take 3 damage. So we'll just get Dustin to mark it off. The third Ogren there, he's going to take 4 damage. This was the one that was already damaged, so he's got a total of 6 on him now. Then what's Thor's Steinhammer's armor?
Only 14.
So this is going to be dice minus 2. And he takes 8 damage, and that's probably a dead Thor.
That's dead Thor.
And then we'll roll for the Avalanche as well, and his armor with the shield.
21.
So this is dice minus a 9, so no damage there. Biothrall comes off the table after purging, and Thor Steinhammer also gone and dead. No. Poor Thor. And we'll add some corrosion tokens to the 4 models that were hit, because they all get corroded, and here's what the damage looks like on those 3 Ogren. 1 left on that one model, 2 on the other. Did pretty good, 1 purge. Second one is going to purge. He was a little further away, so unfortunately he's getting just the Avalanche and 1 Ogren, but he might manage to kill one by doing a double purge. So this is dice minus 3 on the Ogren, and with... That's definitely dead. I think he only needed like a 5 or 4. So we'll just show you that's his card. That one's gone. And now we have dice minus 9 on the Avalanche. No damage. So that's 1 Ogren, another Ogren gone from the table. And that Biothrall's gone. Bane Thralls are gonna go. Oh, that's too fast.
Yeah, he's
Was it 5?
affected by the speed, so...
This guy is? Oh.
Yeah, that one was affected.
Those 4 are good.
These 4 here are okay. So these guys can't give or receive orders. So the leader can't give them a run order. So those guys just do normal advances at 5, the ones that are outside, and the other ones can only advance up to 2 inches.
And this guy, he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine to move the 5. The other ones can only move 2 inches now.
Just hop on this objective thing.
Sounds good. Contest that zone. The pistol rate's gonna go, he's incorporeal, so he's passing right past those other models. So now he's gonna actually take some shots at this Rothammer Rock Arm. This is Rat 7 against defense 9, anything but Snake Eyes. He connects for sure. This is a POW 12, I believe, against armor.
Armor's
It's dramatic.
20.
Armor 20, so dice minus 8. Is that the one dice there?
Yeah.
So 2 damage. You wanna roll for column? To column 2. Second shot, anything but Snake Eyes. He hits. This is gonna be again dice minus 8. And Cam, even though there's a box, he doesn't like to roll in the box. No damage. So since he connected with the first 2, he gets to shoot a Death Chill shot, which hits. He only needed Snake Eyes. Now it does no damage. Cam wants to roll damage anyways, but sorry Cam, it does no damage.
Did you get that on tape?
I got that on tape, but it does no damage. All it's gonna do is make Rothammer, I shouldn't say all, because it's actually pretty nice. He has to sacrifice his movement or his action on his next turn. Scrap Thrall was in the feet, so he's just advancing forward 3 inches. Wither Shadow are going. The leader there is going to move over the wall. He's the only one affected by the feet, so he moved 3 inches over. The other ones can still move their full 6. So one's gonna come over, and Admonia is gonna stay behind. Their Shadow Combine now are gonna take, they have some magic spells they can fling. So that one is actually shooting at the one in the back here that is not engaged. Magic ability 7 against defense 10. So they need a 3 to hit. He connects. And what's the POW on that?
It is a POW 12.
So dice minus 6, and that's a dead Forge Guard. Forge Guard comes off, and Tremulous gets a soul. And then the leader here, Malevolus or whatever his name is going to take a shot through the gap at this other non-engaged Forge Guard. It's range 10, so range is good. 3 to hit. He hits, and this is dice minus 6 for damage, so we need a 7 to kill. And dead. So that Forge Guard comes off, and Malevolus gets a soul himself. And now we have to do a command check on this unit of Forge Guard because they've lost at least half their guys. What's their command, Dustin?
Their command is 9, and my leader is only 8, so I'm going to use theirs.
Okay. and they pass. Because these guys are affected by the feet, Cam wants to keep them safe behind the wall, so basically Malice isn't going to really go anywhere. Goreshade is going to still sit on his 6 focus, and Banelord Tartarus is going to sit tight as well, waiting for the next turn when he is not so slow. That's the end of Cam's turn 3. He got a decent amount of work done on some of those Forge Guard, got some revenge. Both zones are still contested, so no control points. We're going to go over to Dustin's turn 3. Gorten is going to upkeep the wall that's in front of him there, and then he is going to sit on the rest of his focus. And over here, Brun is going to upkeep his Stonehold.
And
that just shows the chiller effect that's currently on that blue rock hand.
Another thing too, we forgot these guys are corroded.
Oh yes, so we're going to check corrosion on those 3. Good call. 1 or 2 on Avalanche, doesn't go out. Goes out on the one Ogren, and not on the other. So the Avalanche there and this Ogren here are both going to take 1 point of corrosion.
Sure.
We'll just mark those up so we don't forget for next turn. We checked in that 1 corrosion. That was enough to actually kill that 1 Ogren, so that guy's off the table. We don't have to remember for him next turn. Blue Rothammer Rock Arm is going to go, Tongue Twister. And he's the Death Shield one, so what's he going to do, Dustin?
I'm going to forfeit my movement, and I'm going to take an attack on the corporeal, sorry. I forgot what they're called.
Pistol Wraith.
Pistol Wraith.
All right. Oh, he needs a 9 to hit. He can't aim here because he did have to sacrifice one or the other. So we're going to see. Oh, and he misses by 1.
Almost.
Forge Guard are going to activate. There's only 3 of them left there.
They're going to charge.
Okay, run charge order.
He's going to charge the one in the back. Got a line of sight.
The surfboard one.
Yeah.
All right. So he travels now. He does have reach. So he stops there.
He'll charge him, not getting any bonus.
Okay. Turn directly to face.
And he'll charge this far person here.
Okay. He's going to charge one of the Wither Shadow Combine members. Just staying out of range of that one Mechanithrall there's range. And turns directly to face. All right. So we'll start on the surfboard leader of the Mechanithralls. Forge Guard needs a 5 to hit. And he hits, and with a charge, he can't not kill him. But Dustin likes to roll it anyway. Wow, that was a waste. Huge roll. So that guy's going to actually probably replace one, but we'll do the charge here. 5 to hit. He hits, and it's another dead Mechanithrall. So these 2 are gone, and we just had the leader take up right there. So we'll do the last attack right here onto Tremulous. Tremulous is defense 14, so we need a 7 to hit here. He hits. Charging Weapon Master, 3 dice. What's the POW you said?
POW's 11.
And the armor on those Wither Shadow?
16.
Alright, so dice minus 5. Ooh, that's a total of 10 damage. So I think that's a dead Tremulous. So Tremulous is off the board, and that soul token goes away. Lug is going to activate, and he's going to bear walk forward so that he's engaging both the Mechanithrall and the Scrap Thrall there, or Stitch Thrall?
Stitch Thrall, I think they're called.
And he's going to make an attack on the Mechanithrall first.
Yeah, let's clear that surfboard out of there.
All right. 7 to hit here, so Dustin's going to force Lug to boost the hit roll. He hits, and that's a dead Mechanithrall. That's finally the surfboard guy off the table. No Mechanithralls left. He'll make his second initial attack here at this Stitch Thrall. Boosting to hit as well. Needs a 9 to hit this Stitch Thrall. He gets it, and that's a dead Stitch Thrall. Off the table.
And I'm going to rile for 1.
Riling for 1 more, bringing him up to 3 Fury. Brun is going to activate next.
I'm going to stay in the model's back arc and
okay.
Try to hit him with my axe.
All right, so he's moving into the back arc. Is that a charge or just an advance?
No, just an advance.
Just an advance? Okay, and he's still staying in the back arc, so he's going to get +2 to Matt here. Run in the back arc there is Matt 9, trying to hit defense 14, so 5 to hit. He hits 12 armor on the Pistol Wraith, and he's got 5 boxes. What's the POW there of your axe?
The POW's only 10, so I'm going to boost the
damage. Dice minus 2. We're looking for a 7 to kill. And that's a dead Pistol Wraith. And that empties out the zone on this red side. Green Rothammer Rock Arm is going to activate, forfeiting his movement for aiming, and he is going to try and shoot, hoping that this Bane Thrall's within 5, and he's not. So we're going to get a scatter anyways.
It's no AoE.
Oh, no AoE, so it's just an auto miss. All right, never mind. Avalanche is activating next. He's going to move a little bit up the field, not his full speed, and he's going to take a shot at this Standard Bearer. At 5, trying to hit defense 12, we need a 7 to hit. And he hits. It's POW.
14.
All right, and it's going to be dice minus 1, so he has to kill him. Tough roll, no tough. So it's an AoE, so it's actually going to be doing blast damage on both of these guys as well. The Standard Bearer is the one that gives them tough, but it is a simultaneous blast, so these 2 will get tough rolls if they do die, but after that, tough is gone from that unit. These are POW 7 blast damage rolls against armor 15. So we're looking for 9s to kill. We'll start on the left one to the Standard Bearer. He's okay, and we'll do the one to the right. And he's okay. So now the Standard Bearer, instead of dying, could choose to have take up and replace one of the other guys, which he is choosing to do, going there, keeping tough on that unit. We're gonna Salt Core gonna go.
Just gonna advance a little bit.
All right, get in range for some more AoEs.
Yeah. Could charge.
Probably wants to try to get within 5 inches so that he can get actually do the rolls, because the blast damage is not as effective.
No, it's not, but you never know, right?
Yeah. So where do you want to start there?
I'll take the risky one first that I'm worried about against
Okay.
this guy. So 5 inches, and I'm in.
Looks good. All right. 7 to hit here.
Oh.
And it's a miss, so we're going to get a deviation. So it deviated this direction, and it's actually going to be over the standard bear and that Bane Thrall there for a blast damage roll. That was 6 on this blast damage roll, so 10s to kill here. No kill on that one.
Standard bear, and nothing.
No kill. This one here is going to take a shot at him, definitely within 5. 7 to hit. And he hits. So this is a POW 13, dice minus, POW 12, dice minus 3. And that's a dead Bane unless he toughs.
Don't tough.
No tough. So that Bane Thrall is gone, and we actually get a blast damage roll on the one next to it. And to kill here. Oops. We lost the die. We lost another die. Oh, it's a 5, it's a miss. Wow, Dustin. Never seen somebody miss the box twice, but there's always a first. And the last Ogren is going to shoot this one within 5 here. 7 to hit. He hits. 12 on armor 15. And it's a tough roll on that Bane. No tough. So that's only that guy, no one else in the blast, and he's off the table. Back unit is going to activate.
Just gonna advance.
All right. Towards that wreck marker. That isn't a flag or anything. So we can stand on it a bit of rough terrain. And these two guys over here. One moving up into the zone. And the other one is going to take a spot between those two jacks. He's going to try to throw a fireball at this close Bane Thrall. 5 to hit here. He hits.
Crit.
It's POW. Oh, it's a crit as well, so he'd be on fire. But this is a POW 13.
Yep.
Dice minus 2. Tough check on that Bane. He toughs, but he is on fire.
Fine.
So then we have 2 tokens, one just signifying he's knocked down, and the other one there, it's a corrosion token, but it's actually on fire, and we know that. So the other one here is going to take a fireball throw here at Malice. We need a 6 to hit here. It's a miss. So the deviation actually came backwards, and it's just going to hit the leader there, Malevolus I think his name is. So he's going to take a blast damage roll. The POW 7 roll against armor 16, dice minus 9 here. No damage. The last one's just going to drop a cloud down on himself, and looks like that rock arm, blah, blah, and also onto Gorten. Gorten's going last. He's going to forfeit his movement to get the aiming bonus, and then he is going to take a shot across here over at Malice. Range looks good, so we'll see if we can hit. Rat 7 against our defense 13. He needs a 6 to hit. He hits. It's POW 16, I believe, correct?
Correct.
Against armor of 17, so dice minus 1, and you are boosting the damage.
Yep.
18 with the soul.
Oh yeah, 18 with the soul. Good call, Cam. So dice minus 2. And he does 11 damage to what column? Column 1. With that shot from Gorten, he actually cripples the left arm, which is the harpoon of Malice. So dragging in is going to be a little difficult. There's the end of Dustin's turn 3 and round 3. Dustin managed to clear out that far red zone, so he nets himself 1 control point for controlling it. This other green zone is still contested. We're going to move on to Cam's turn 4. He's no longer affected by that feat and going to be all slow, so we'll see what kind of retaliation he can bring. We have a fire on this one Bane Thrall here. We're just going to do a check. It does not go out, so it's going to be a damage roll by Dustin at dice minus 3. Before the forces tough check, so he does force the tough. No tough, so that Bane Thrall's gone. Get the Helldiver coming back into play. pGoreshade's going to allocate 2 focus over here to Malice and sit on the other 5. The Helldiver is going to move over here and burrow right behind Gorten. Malice is going to move himself into the zone. Malice is going to take a shot with his harpoon at Lug. Now the harpoon is crippled, so he's going to get 1 less dice on the attack and damage roll, but he does have 2 focus there to boost things. So we need a 6 to hit here, and he boosted, and it misses. Monia comes over the wall and Malevolus moves over a bit, and they are both in melee now with this Forge Guard. Cam is hoping to clear him out to make a lane for Banelord Tartarus. Malevolus is going first. He needs a 4 to hit. He hits, and it's a 4 to kill. He does have a soul on him. Cam's gonna hold that soul and kill him anyways. So that one by itself is actually just armor 16. That's why it was a little easier to kill. And another soul from Malevolus. So Monia then, since she's now freed up, is gonna try to shoot a spell over at that TAC unit member. We took a look just to double check rec marker rules. If you're partially in a rec marker, you actually do get cover. So instead of shooting that one before he measured, Cam is actually going to change and try to shoot this one that just has concealment. He's not within 1 inch of the wall, so he's just getting +2 to his defense instead of +4. But the range there is good. So with that, we need a 6 to hit. Cam hits. And it's a POW. What's the POW on it, Cam?
12.
POW 12 against
4.
So it does 4 damage.
Okay.
That leaves just 1 damage on that member of the TAC unit. Lord Tartarus is going to activate. He's going to use his curse on these Ogren over here. The curse gives the Bane, any Bane units, Bane Thralls or Knights, so we just have Bane Thralls, +2 inches of movement on a charge against the cursed unit, as well as +2 to hit that unit. And Banelord Tartarus himself is going to actually make a charge over against which one here, Cam?
Doesn't matter.
This one here? Well, you have to directly face whichever one you charge, so yeah, it does.
Like that?
Okay. So we need a 3 to hit the charge target. He connects. Power and strength.
12, Weapon Master.
Alright, so it's going to be dice -4 here. We need a 5 to kill. And that's 1 dead Forge Guard. That Forge Guard's off the table, and this is a Thresher. So we're going to be trying to hit this guy next, but we'll do a command check first because there was only 2 guys left in the Forge Guard unit. They need a 9 to pass, and they break. The last guy breaks. He is scared by himself. Lord Tartarus, when he kills a guy, gets to place a new Bane Thrall within a unit. It has to be within 3 inches of Banelord Tartarus, but still within command of the unit. Currently this is the leader. So we are following all the legalities of that placement. And now Tartarus will make his Thresher second attack against this unit of the Tactical Arcanist Corps. So he needs a 4 to hit this guy. He connects. He's a Weapon Master, so he gets 3 dice. Armor on them is 16, so it was dice -4, and it does a total of 7 damage, so I believe that kills him. Comes off the table, and we're going to place another Bane Thrall within 3 inches of Tartarus, but still in formation of that unit. And it's good. The Bane Thralls is going to get a run charge order, so we got them charging up here on the Rothammer Rock Arm.
That's the Avalanche.
Oh, sorry, on the Avalanche. There's so many there's the Rothammer Rock Arms. I just like saying that because it's fun for my tongue. And there we have 4 guys in on the Avalanche. The shield's kind of in the way, but they're all in there. And we still have 3 over here, 2 that were added to the unit. They still get to activate and charge. Get 1 there, and 1 more. I'm going to start on the far side here with this charge against the Tactical Arcanist Corps member. He needs a 5 to hit this Arcanist member, and he hits him, TAC member. And it's going to be a Charging Weapon Master with 4 dice, armor 16.
-2 to armor.
-2 to armor down to armor 14. You got 1 more die there, but I think it's dead anyways. Oh, that was a 1. All right, so yeah, it was 11 against 14 dice -3, so it's going to do a total of 8 damage. So that one comes off the table, and that's actually 2 of the 3 members, so that's going to force a command check here, and they are all right. So this guy here is going to try and hit one of the Ogren. That's the cursed unit. So they are going to actually be mat 8 against them. So we need a 4 to hit here. And he connects for sure. Their armor goes down to 13, so this is going to be dice -2 on 4 dice.
Weapon Master charge.
Yep. So that's a total of 10 damage, and I think that's a dead Ogren. So that was a fully healthy one, but that comes off the table. Now this other one that charged him, now that he's gone, he can still make his attack. It'll only be with 3 dice for a damage roll, but he'll make it try to hit this one over here. Still the cursed unit, so it's still only getting to 4 to hit. He hits, and it's going to be 3 dice. Again, armor 13 dice -2 for a total of 9 damage, and I believe that's another dead Ogren. That Ogren comes off the table. That was over half the unit, so they have to make a command check. Are they 9?
No, they're not.
So they break. So now this unit is broken, along with that, there's only one left, along with that other lonely Forge Guard over there. They're broken too. And now we have 4 attacks, well actually 5, because this guy has 2 melee weapons against the Avalanche. So this is the first attack from one of the grunts. Needs a 3 to hit, he connects. Armor normally with the shield is 21, but with Death Shroud goes down by 2. So it's going to be 19. Dice minus 8 on 4 dice. So we're looking on the first roll, 3 damage to column 2. Second attack from a grunt, 3 to hit. He connects. Ooh, save that for damage, Cam.
I know.
Now 4 dice at dice minus 8. So we have another, this is a bigger roll, 8 damage to column 2. Nothing crippled yet, so we need another, this is another grunt, 3 to hit, and 4 dice at dice minus 8. And that looks like 1 damage only to column 1. Now we're on to the officer. He has 2 attacks. He's a little, 1 higher mat, so anything but snake eyes. Cam connects. Same POW, dice minus 8. That's a little bit better. 7 damage for column 4. Nothing crippled, but this officer has 2 attacks. He connects with his second attack for 3 dice here. It's not a charge. Dice minus 8, no damage. Caster's gonna go, pGoreshade, move over the wall into that spot. Not quite in the zone, Cam?
No, I can't quite make it.
Okay. He's chosen just to camp on his 5 focus. But he is going to pop the feet. I forgot he wanted to do that. So he's, you want to explain the feet, Cam? We kind of explained it, but...
6 panes.
And how far do they get, where do they get to be placed?
3 inches.
Completely within 3?
Let's see. 3 inches.
Within 3?
Need to be placed within 3 inches of
that within, that's key. Okay, so it doesn't have to be completely, and then they get to activate after they get placed. So we'll probably get some charges here. So there's the 6 Bane Thralls that have come. They're all within 3 inches of pGoreshade. And is that the end of Goreshade now?
Yeah.
Alright. Walker's going to activate, and she's running over here, just into the edge of the zone. She's staying within that command range of pGoreshade so she doesn't disappear. But Cam wants to get her close enough so that in a 5-inch bubble around her, enemy models get -2 to their defense and or is it -2 to their armor?
Strength and defense. Strength
and defense, okay, I was right. So strength and defense, not too bad.
Breath taker.
Oh, she's so sexy that she takes their breath away. Teams are going to activate. They're going to get a run charge order. So he's going to try to get as many moving in on these guys as he can. So after charges, we're going to get 3 here on Lug, and then 2 on this broken Forge Guard unit member, and 1 is just going to run into the open gap. Because Lug is in that Breath Stealer, he's going to be defense 10. Cam's gone ahead and rolled it, and he only needed a 4, which he hits. He's going to, with the Death Shroud, Lug goes down to armor 16, so this is dice -5, so he does 4 damage to Lug's column 4. It was a charge, so we have that dice there was actually also damage, so it's actually 8 damage to column 1. Second Grunt's gonna go, 4 to hit, he connects, 4 dice for damage here, dice -5, not bad, 6 damage to column 4. Third Grunt, 4 to hit, he hits, dice -5, ooh, there's a good roll. 12, 15 damage to column 3. That last monster swing, 3 guys take down Lug. And I just forgot to show earlier, this is actually what the avalanche boxes look like. He still has 12 on him. Comes off the table. Brun is going to reave that 3 Fury from him. And then we have 2 attacks yet on this broken Forge Guard member. Need a 4 to hit. And it's a miss with the first one.
-2 from Breathwalker?
No, so it's a hit because, yeah, Breath Stealer is in the area, so it's actually only defense 8. So it does hit, and it's a charging weapon master, so that guy's dead no matter what. He's armor 16. Yeah, it's a dead guy. And he comes off the table. No more Forge Guard left. To go is the Bile Thralls, and they're going to get a run because there's no good targets. They don't want to purge on their own stuff, so they're going to try to get into better position for next turn.
A little close.
The end of Cam's turn 5, I believe it is. Both zones are still contested. Cam almost cleared out both of them. Broken units never contest zones, so that Ogre doesn't contest. He just needed to take down the Avalanche to gain this zone. Unfortunately, didn't roll quite high enough to do that, but it is pretty beat up. It can't get any focus, so it won't have much retaliation. In this zone, he's got another whole unit of Min Bane Thralls. Dustin has 2 fully functional Rothammer Rock arms, though, so we'll see what he can do in his turn. 5? Turn 5.
Turn 4.
Is it 4?
Just 4.
It's somewhere in there. Let's see if Corrosion goes out on the Avalanche on a 1 or a 2. And it goes out.
Come on.
It actually could matter at this point with how damaged he is. The rock wall is not going to be upkept, and we're allocating 2 focus over here to the blue Rothammer Rock Arm. And Brun is not going to upkeep his Stonehold. He's activating first, and he's going to get a charge order, still in the front arc, on this Bane right here. Matt's 7 on Brun, so he needs a 5 to hit the Bane Thrall. He hits. His strength is reduced by 2 because of Breath Stealer.
Okay, so it's POW 8.
Alright. Needs a 8 to kill. And he kills 1 Bane. Alright, so he comes off. You gonna buy an attack?
Buy an attack. We'll attack the one on the left.
Alright, sounds good. Alright, needs a 5 to hit. He hits. POW 8. This isn't a charge anymore, so he needs an 8 to kill. You're gonna boost the damage?
Let's do it.
Alright. And he kills another Bane. That's 1 more. So he has 1 Fury left. He's gonna buy 1 more attack against the closer Bane. 5 to hit. He hits. And now he needs an 8 to kill, but he has no Fury left to boost. And he gets it anyways with a 9. Alright, and that Bane's off the table. Good job, Brun. Blue Rothammer Rock Arm is going to activate. He's the one with the 2 focus.
I'm going to charge Tartarus.
And he's going to pay 1 to charge at Tartarus. Matt is 6 on that Jack, so he is going to boost to hit because he needs a 7 here. Trying to hit defense 13. He connects for sure.
And when I crit, I critical stagger him, so he loses all his initial attacks.
Okay. Pretty nice. So he gets the crit off. If Tartarus survives here, he'll lose his initial attacks. But what's the POW on that hammer?
POW is 18.
And he's trying to hit, he's against armor 17, so +1 here, it's 3 dice. I think that's a dead Tartarus.
Yeah.
And there's Tartarus gone. That's unfortunate. Let's remember the Tactical Arcanist Core is going to activate.
It's going to charge the Standard Bearer, I think that guy is?
It's the leader. There's no Standard Bearer. It's technically the leader of that min unit.
It's going to charge him.
So charging him, is he staying in his back arc?
No, I wouldn't be able to.
Okay. 6 to hit here. He hits. POW on his weapon.
POW's 13.
So it's going to be a 3 to kill. And he kills.
And
that one comes off. He'll replace one of the other ones because he's the leader. And the Arcanist is actually a battle wizard, so when he kills someone in melee, he gets to cast his spell. So he's going to chuck a fireball. What's his target, Dustin?
Well, let's go with this, guys.
Sure, right in front of him. Sounds good. 5 to hit here. Oh. And he misses with the spell. Is it an AoE?
It is, AoE 3.
So we're going to get a deviation. A deviation of 1 to 1, so it's actually going to hit both of these Bane Thralls. 7 blast damage roll. We're going to need 9 to kill here because they're armor 15. So the 1 is okay.
Back one.
The leader, he's okay too. Blanche is going to activate.
I'll try to punch this guy with a shield.
Alright, a shield punch to the face on one of the grunts. The 6 to hit this grunt. He connects with the shield. What's the POW on the shield? POW and strength?
POW is only going to be 14, surprisingly.
Alright, but that's an auto kill anyways because they're only armor 15, so it's got to do at least 1. Got a tough roll over here. No tough. And that one comes off the table. Ogren is going to activate and try and not fail his command check, and he doesn't, so he can do something next turn. The green Rothammer Rock Arm is going to activate and move up on that Bane. The 6 to hit that Bane, he connects, and that's got to be a dead Bane with his hammer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Roll on the Bane, goes over there, but he does not pass it. That Bane comes off the table. He's going to activate, and he's going to spend 2 of his focus to cast a rock wall up in front of his last member of the Arcanist, Tactical Arcanist Core there, and the blue rock. Rothammer. Why are these names so complicated? I hate the Rulik models. And then he's advancing into the zone. Camping on 1?
Camping on 1, but he is going to make a shot with the double barrel at... let's just shoot this guy.
Okay, shooting at one of the Banes right there in front. That's mean.
So as long as it's 5, it's good.
Alright. Needs a 7 to hit here. And he misses.
What?
And that's the end of Dustin's turn. So he did manage to actually do a decent amount of work there. Killed quite a few Banes, almost that whole feated unit that came back for Cam. He's got his work, Cam's got his work cut out for him, though there's still 2 basically fully healthy Rothammer rock arms on there. He's almost got that avalanche killed. He can clear that zone to control for a point. It's still only 1-0 for Dustin. But we'll see what devious plan he can pull off here, maybe for an assassination, we'll see. Helldiver comes up, he's just popping all over the board. Maybe he'll do something this turn. That's where Cam has chosen to place him. Chosen to allocate 2 focus to Malice and 3 over to his Helldiver. Biothralls are going to activate. And are they advancing, Cam?
Yeah, they're going to shuffle on over.
Okay. Sitting in that marker.
Line up. Should have faced properly.
Okay. Do you want to? Are you turning this one so he's not connecting with your own guy there?
I gotta make sure here.
He's okay. And the last one turns like that. Looks good to me. This front one's gonna purge first. It'd be silly to do the back one first, obviously. So we're gonna measure 6 inches. I think it'll just connect with this one and maybe this one over here, but we'll see. Yeah. So the green rod hammer is gonna get auto hit with a POW 12 first. And then the other one that's in there, actually the blue one is in with as well. It's gonna be dice -8, no damage on the green one, and then on the blue, no damage there either. Biothrall comes up and those 2 now are corroded. He's gonna hold off on the other 2 because he realizes he probably won't be able to do a lot of damage there, if any. This unit here of Bane Thralls is gonna go and they're gonna get a run charge order. That one could see that rot hammer from the side, and that one as well. And these 3 guys are just gonna sit tight. Well, the shield's in the way, but they're all facing the avalanche directly. This one will just charge a little bit to the side so that potentially he could kill the other Ogren Assault Corps guy if it comes down to enough attacks being left. With one of the grunts on the avalanche, he has defense 10, so 9, so he hits with a 4. 3 dice here. Armor is still 21, that shield's still up, so it's going to be dice, down to 19, dice -8, for a total there of 4 damage to column 3. Grunt, auto hit in melee because the movement's gone. Cam rolled it anyways. We got 3 dice for damage, a dice -8, 4 more damage to column 2. Officer's first swing auto hits. Cam rolls it anyways. And now we're getting 3 dice, dice -8 for another 3 damage. I think that leaves him on 1 to column 6. There's just 1 box left there. There's still 1 attack from the officer. He was just hoping to be able to do it on the Ogren core there guy. It's unfortunate that the shield was left all the way till the end because he's been full armor 21 this whole time. So he's doing the last swing, dice -8, and that will kill the avalanche finally, turning him into a big wreck marker. Alright, so avalanche gets taken out, replaced by a wreck marker. 2 charges from these 2 guys on this rot hammer. One is in the front arc, the other one is actually in the back arc. Probably going to be pretty easy to hit anyways. I think his defense 9, right?
Yeah, it's a...
So it's a hit on anything but snake eyes anyways.
Double ones in this.
So the first grunt, he hits. This is going to be 4 dice, effectively armor 18, so dice -7 here. No damage with a 7 on 4 dice. Second guy goes, he hits, and now he's in the back arc, so no buckler, so this is going to be dice,
Do I get 5 dice?
it's going to be a 17 armor, so dice -6.
Charge Weapon Master back out.
Oh my god.
Oh my word, that's 2 damage to column 4. That's all the damage that happens to the green rot hammer. The 2 last members of the Wither Shadow Combine are going to charge in on that green rot hammer rock arm. And they're hoping to get some more damage than those Bane Thralls did. They're also Weapon Masters versus machines. Unfortunately, they're missing Tremulous, so Dark Industries can't happen to bring back a Jack, but hopefully they'll get some damage done. Malevolus does have 2 souls there. Anything but double 1s here, so he hits. This is Zadmonia.
Charge Weapon Master.
Charging Weapon Master. What's the POW on there? Hands?
13.
13. He's currently armor 18, so it's going to be dice -5 for a total of 6 damage to column 3. Cam is swapping out the dice. He doesn't like how low he's been rolling, and I don't blame him. So he's swinging with Malevolus now to hit. He hits. 4 dice because it's a charging weapon master. This is dice minus 5. There we go. That's a little bit better. He's doing 15 damage to column 1. I'd say that's a good switch, Cam.
Cryx dice.
They know what they're rolling for. This is going to spend a soul that's on himself to buy another attack. To hit, after with that bot attack, he hits. The buckler's gone now, so it's actually dice minus 4 on 3 dice here.
I can boost that?
You can.
Or buy it?
It's probably better to buy another attack. 1 damage to column 1. And he's buying 1 more attack with Malevolus. He hits. 3 dice, sorry, dice minus 4 for another 6 damage. Leaves that Rot Hammer Rock Arm on 2 health. Probably shouldn't be there, probably should be dead, but that's the way the dice goes sometimes. That Bane unit there is going to advance. They're moving around the wall. The one is going to avoid having to swing over the wall. The other one's going to have a bit of an obstruction. And they're going to try to hit this Tactical Arcanist Corps member. First grunt, 5 to hit. He hits. This is a weapon master, so 3 dice. Arm 16 goes down to 14, so it's going to be dice minus 3.
I'm panicking.
And he does 8 damage, and that's a dead Arcanist member. Alright, he's gone from the table. Driver's going to activate. He's going to pay 1 to charge at the Rot Hammer. I'm just going to get used to say it every time. Rock Arm. He's only on 2 health. See if he can finish him off. Anything but Snake Eyes to hit this. Oh no, wait a minute. Is his movement gone? Yeah. So he's auto hit in melee. So roll 1 more die because this is the damage roll. And what's the POW on it?
The POW on my weapon?
No, the POW on the Helldiver. Cam?
13.
13. So it's going to be dice. It's at 17 right now. Dice minus 4. So that kills him.
Yeah, he's good.
All right. So that Jack that's really hard to say is going to go away from the table. If the other one goes, I no longer have to say it. That would be good. This is going to go, and he's going to move himself around Goreshade, trying not to take him out as he goes. He's going to take a shot with his harpoon at Brun, trying to pull him into melee combat with himself. So he needs a 5 to hit here. He's boosting because that arm is crippled, and he hits. And the POW on that harpoon.
14.
And the armor.
15.
Alright, so dice minus 1, boosting the damage.
Yeah.
Does 6 damage.
Your arm's broken.
Oh yeah, you have to roll 2 dice. So re-roll it.
2?
I'm good with that, that's fine.
Take away that one of the die there, and it does 4. Ended up doing 4 damage to Brun. So he gets pulled now by the harpoon. Brun gets pulled base to base, and now Malice gets a free melee attack against him. We need a 4 to hit here with the melee attack.
Do I get 2 dice?
Yeah, his arm's fine.
His arm's fine.
Oh, it's harpoon.
That hits.
And it's POW 16.
Okay. Plus 1.
Alright, dice plus 1. Does 8 damage, that's a kill. So there goes Brun, and Malice gets another soul. He's going to activate last, and he's going to move himself back behind that wall for safety, camping 2 of the focus. And the little girl there, Deathwalker, she's going to also run back behind him. It's the end of Cam's turn. We're getting near the end here, I think. Dustin's not left on too many models, but neither is Cam, so we'll see what can happen on what Cam can do. He's only got, I think, 1 Jack, his caster, and 1 of the Ogre and Assault Corps members left, if I'm not mistaken. So he's still sitting on 1 control point, however, so we'll see what happens in his turn. Dustin has chosen to not upkeep the wall in front of him. He's given 3 focus to the Rot Hammer Rock Arm and kept 2 for himself. Rot Hammer Rock Arm's going to move up into melee with the Malice. Malice does have 2 souls on him, so he is going to be armor 19. Defense 13. We'll see what this Rot Hammer can do. Alright, so he needs 7s to hit here. Dustin's just going to roll it out, not boosting. He misses with the initial.
Buy 1.
So he's going to buy an attack. Misses again. Buys another attack. There he hits. Power on your
18.
hammer. 18 against 19, so dice minus 1 here. Does 4 damage to column 4. He buys the last attack, needs a 7 to hit, and he misses with the last attack. There's Malice's health, didn't cripple anything, just a bit to column 4. This Ogren, he's gonna move a little bit into the wreck marker there, into some rough terrain, and then he's gonna take a swing with his melee weapon. Which one do you want to try and hit?
We'll do the one on my right.
The standard bearer?
Sure.
Alright. It's a 6 to hit here. And he hits. This is a POW 12 against armor 15, 4 to kill. It's a tough check. And he's tough. Check the corrosion on the blue rot hammer, so we're going to check that now. It doesn't go out, so he's going to take 1 corrosion point of damage to column 2. Gorton's going to move over to these 2 Banes, and he's going to use his melee weapon to try and take them out. So he needs a 5 to hit here with his first attack, and he misses.
Second attack.
Alright.
That's my gutter.
He hits with that. It's a POW 9, so he needs a 7 to kill. And he does not kill. You gonna buy any more attacks with the focus?
I think it's at the point where it doesn't matter, so let's do it.
Alright, he's buying with the main weapon again. He hits with that. That's an auto kill because it's POW 14, right?
Alright, yep.
And you want to buy on the other one?
Let's do it.
Alright, 5, or sorry, we need 5 to hit. And that's 2 dead Banes. And that's the last of the feet Banes that came back. We still have some members of the other unit, but that's the last of that one. The end of Dustin's turn, he only had 3 models, killed a couple Banes, and now it's back to Cam. See if Cam can clean up the rest of Dustin's models here. Cam has chosen to allocate 2 focus to his Malice and 3 to his Helldiver, and sit the other 2 on Goreshade. Deathwalker is running up to make sure that Gorten is in the Breath Stealer ability for -2 defense and -2 strength.
Breath taker.
Helldiver is going to move over behind Gorten, staying in his back arc, so he gets an extra 2 to hit. Helldiver needs anything with snake eyes to hit here. He connects, and it's 19 armor on Gorten. All right, the power of Helldiver.
13.
So it's going to be dice -6, boosting the damage roll. 2 damage. As an attack, anything but snake eyes, he hits. And do you have a focus left to boost the damage?
Yeah.
Alright, so he's going to boost the damage, dice -6. Ooh, 7 more damage. And that leaves Gorten on 9 more health. The Bane Thralls there is going to get a run charge order. Those 2 are running around, they just want to get Death Shroud on Gorten. And the members over here, I guess they're doing charges probably and not moving anywhere.
Yeah.
Start over here with one of the grunts on this last remaining Ogre and Assault Corps member. First grunt needs a 6 to hit this. The last guy hits. 3 dice for damage.
15. 13.
13, so dice -2. So he does 7 damage to that guy.
He'd be dead.
He is dead. And that's the last member of that unit gone. This activates, moves around, staying in the Rot Hammer Rock Ram. We've been saying it wrong this whole time. We looked at the card. Makes it even harder to say almost, but it's Rock Ram, so please don't flame me hard on the internet. And he's going to take some attacks on Gorten. There's a Breath Taker, 4 to hit here. And he hits with a 4. Power and Strength is 16 on his fists. Gorten's armor is normally 19, reduced by 2 from Death Shroud down to 17, so it's going to be dice -1. And he does 10 damage, and I think that's a dead Gorten. All right. Handshake, fellas.
Good game.
Good game.